So, hello, hi, mabuhay. Pleasant afternoon to each and every one of us. I'm really sorry if I can't attend our report today due to leadership called me. So, today I would like to talk about the society. So, I will read the society first before we go on the explanation. Allow me to read it first. So, society influences our development as persons in various ways. Society is the backdrop by which we adopt the prevailing culture, identity, values, ideas, and knowledge of the persons, groups, and communities that surround us. Think of the various groups and institutions in society that have contributed to your identity as a person. Your interactions with your family, friends, schoolmates, teachers, and other people in your community have all left indelible marks on your identity. Society shapes all individuals that are part of it through though each person is influenced by society in different ways. Okay, I will read the other one later. So, as I read from the book na pinicturean ko po, society plays a crucial role in shaping our identity and development as individuals. So, it is the environment in which we all grow up and interact with others that shaped our beliefs, values, and ideas. Kung ano po yung mga parang pinaniniwalaan natin. For example, yung isa sa pinapaniwalaan ko na sabi-sabi ng mga matatanda na parang nag-mark sa akin na anong tawag nito? Ata lang panagadal mo, iti yun lang yung treasure na maibibigay ng mga magulang mo sa'yo. Such and the others like values, ideas, and others. So, as I mentioned earlier, society is the backdrop which we adopt the prevailing culture, values, ideas, and knowledge of the persons, groups, communities that surrounds us. So, our interactions and with that various groups or inside our society and institutions, such as our family. For example, praying po. Nagpo-pray po tayo, parang yun po yung nag-mark sa atin na parang normal na sa atin yun as a family. So, praying before eating, praying before sleeping, and parang may morning prayer na parang yun na din yung parang nagiging bonding nyo as family. And as of sa friends po natin, parang nagma-mark sa'yo is on how they treat you. If they're treating you as more than a friend, such as you being their sister, like parang kapatid ka na sa kanila, or they make you feel like you're an outcast. Yun talaga yung magma-mark sa'yo kung alin dun sa dalawang yun. Schoolmates, ay talamak dito sa classroom natin. Yung cramming, kung parang naiimpluwensyahan tayo sa kanila, kapag nakikita natin na nagka-cramming sila, parang hindi natin napapansin na nagagawa na din natin yon due to our observations na parang na sink in na sa atin yun, na parang na-apply natin sa sarili natin. And other people in our community have left this indelible marks on our identity. So, as of me, it is important to note that society shapes us all individuals that are part of it through each person. I mean, though each person, each of us are influenced by society in different ways. For example, yung understanding ko dito sa report na 'to, magkakaiba tayo. Iba yung understanding mo kapag ikaw yung nakabasa nito, iba naman yung understanding ko dito na nagre-report ngayon. So, the way we perceive and respond to our society's influence is very unique to each of us. Kasi magkakaiba tayo ng parang no tutuusin para tayong sponge na agsag-sagip-sip, itikas lang ay knowledge. And then, parang tayo is nagpapa-influence tayo sa society. Pero magkakaiba-iba tayo ng perception about it. Magkakaiba-iba tayo ng understanding. So, um, according on what I read sa book, society has a significant impact on the relationships and interactions among each and every one of us. So, one of the ways society influenced our interactions are through the establishment of norms. So, Sheila, what are norms nga ba? So, norms are a set of traits and behaviors that society considers acceptable, and they are encouraged and passed from generation through generation or passed from other members. For example, sa America, when you meet someone for the first time, according to book, you will say hello or offer a handshake, something like that, as a greeting. But para sa ating mga Filipino, we use the pagmamano as our own greeting. Minamana natin yung mga elderlies, ganon. And these are some simple gestures, but they show that they show how society expects us to behave when we are with other people. So, something like that. Parang yun lang din yung naging example ko. So, society shapes us all that are part of it. Though, though the way we perceive and respond to society's influence is very, very unique to each and every one of us. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanina na if ever na magkakapareho tayo ng perception sa isang bagay, sa isang belief, norm, or anything, iba din naman yung understanding ko or perception ko. May part na magkakapareho tayo, pero may part din na hindi tayo pare-pareho. As of me, understanding the impact of society on my or on our development can help us better understand ourselves and others also, and navigate the world around us. Parang may understanding na tayo sa kung ano ang nangyayari sa mundo. So, my other report is, okay, allow me to read it first. Other aspects of society that contribute to the formation of the individual include language, religion, and historical events. Compare your beliefs and ideas with those of your parents or elders. In some cases, you will have similar views since you belong to the family, but you will differ in some of your ideas, beliefs, views. One reason for this is that you have gone through different life experiences. Your parents and elders were born to an earlier generation and thus gone through some experiences that you'll never encounter. In some way, you were born into a generation that has unique experiences and characteristics. This disparity, I'm so sorry, it's kind of maliit kasi sa phone ko lang, in experience and views brings about the what we call generation gap. which often leads to a bit of conflict among each and every one of us of different ages when discussing certain topics. But whatever our differences, I believe that society ensures that we are able to interact in meaningful ways, and that each member benefits from the relationships they have established with the people they encounter. So when we compare our beliefs and ideas with those of our parents or elders, kasi nga yung bagak tayo nga, we may have those similar views on some issues but differ on others. May part na magkakaiba tayo. Dahil to sa we are going through different life experiences. Siyempre, mas nauna silang ipinanganak bago sa atin. So, and our parents and elders were born into a very, very different generation and have thus gone through yung sinabi ko kanina na marami silang experiences. Kaya nga palagi nilang sinasabi na marami ka pang bigas na kakainin kasi they've gone through lots of experiences, through lots of life experiences na we know na hindi natin like mapapantayan or ma-experience something like that. So, for example, dyan is sabi nila na they tried na ajingi kasla ay ayam dakit I mean kasla di kwada radio sila, and then sa farm radio, bahay, farm, school, something like that. And noon parang hindi pa sila fan into going school, mas fan sila sa going to farm. Unlike now na parang hindi na natin alam yung radio and more on electronics na tayo such as cellphone, iPad, tablet, and other set of gadgets. And then some of us don't go to farm anymore kasi syempre marami tayong kino-consider na mainit, makate, ganito ganyan. Ganyan yung ibang life experiences. Marami pang ibang life experiences, hindi lang natin cut into pieces. So as we delve into my report, this disparity experience and views often leads to what we call na nabasa ko sa book na generation gap, which can cause kind of conflict naman siguro. It won't be that big naman siguro, di ba? If ever na mag-uusap-usap, something like that, hindi siya magiging malaki. So, people in different ages, it causes kind of conflict among people of different ages when discussing a certain topic. However, society ensures that we can interact in meaningful ways and that each of us benefits from relationships they have established with the people they encounter. So, despite sa differences ng generation natin from our elderlies, from our parents, for example, kay Sir Shane, tsaka ako, syempre yung mga naranasan ni Sir Shane, hindi ko naranasan. And yung mga naranasan ko, hindi rin naranasan ni Sir Shane. For the reason that we had this generation gap na magkaiba kasi kami ng year na pinanganak ay kapanganakan, pinanganak siya ng ibang generation. Ako naman pinanganak ako sa I think I am born sa Gen Z, something like that. We call it Gen Z. Maraming Gen Z, millennial, maraming generations yan. I don't know kung ano pa yung next na generation na sinasabi nila. So, doon, parang marami talagang uniqueness sa isa't isa. So, by this, society helps us na hindi tayo mag-away-away because of this generation gap na nasasabi. So, through society, it will help us to uh, understand their generations before. So as of now we're living in our generation, let's let them understand, parang ipaintindi natin sa kanila kung paano ba talaga yung generation natin yan to reduce conflicts, kung paano natin i-handle ang generation na 'to, kung anong nangyayari sa generation na 'to, something like that. So, by doing so, we can build stronger relationships and more harmonious society through communication. Parang understanding, vice versa, understanding of elderlies and understanding also ng mga Gen Zs. So, that's all. That's the end of my report. And I know, Sir Shane, mas maraming questions si Sir Shane kaysa sa classmates ko. So, Sir Shane, please save those questions on Tuesday para ako na yung mag-answer sa question mo. And if ever na alam ng leader namin and my co-members, I think masasagutan din naman nila yon. So, anyways, thank you for listening sa report ko kahit virtual lang po siya. I'm really sorry I can't attend this due to leadership called me nga. At wrong time. Kasi Monday, dati-dati Friday po yun. So, thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much, Sir Shane. Goodbye.